It's been 10 days since you entered high school. You are scared what to do next. You want to go abroad, but you don't know where to start, which exams to give, what extracurriculars to take. Should I start studying from now on? Or should I start working on my essays now or not? Which folders do I have to log into at this point in time? So, today we are here to talk about one of the most integral parts of your college applications, your extracurriculars. As an international student, these things are not generally introduced in your curriculum. So we'll also discuss where from can you pursue these extracurriculars and how can you do them in a short span. So without what high school means in America. Generally, I come from India, so people call the 10th grade your high school, your 11th and 12th grade into college, or sometimes senior grades. But in America, your high school goes all the way from 9th to 12th grade. Each year is named differently. Your 9th grade is known as your freshman year, your 10th is your sophomore, your 11th is your junior year, and your 12th is your senior year. So your extracurriculars widely depend on what grade you're in, because if you're 9th grade, you still have 4 years to complete your extracurriculars. While when you're already in your senior year, you have a very short time. Now, on your common application, if you've not already created your common application, let me just tell you what common application is. It is a portal through which you can log into your colleges or whatever colleges you want to pursue. On your common application, you get 10 columns to input your extracurriculars. But it is not necessary for you to input all 10 of them. Even if you input 5 or 6 or even 3, it is sufficient. But if you're inputting 3, there should be something very different. While if you're inputting 10, there shouldn't be anything and everything. But if you have 10 good extracurriculars, then go for it. Don't hesitate in bragging about yourself in your college application, because they basically want to hear you bragging. Now, one thing which is already in the American curriculum in all these schools, be it private or public, is volunteering. These international institutions like all the Ivy League, MIT, Stanford generally expect a student to volunteer somewhere, to contribute to the society somehow. So it is very important for you to have at least one volunteering as an extracurricular. Where can you get these? Where can you volunteer? There are many different portals where you can volunteer online. So, for example, there's this very famous organization, I don't know if you've heard about it or not, it's called Save the Children. You can fill out their application through this, there's this platform called Internshala. You just have to create your account, input whatever you have done so far, create your resume, and then you can just look up for Save the Children. You'll get their application. You just have to sign up for it, and you have to volunteer for them for a month. The only thing that you have to do is to write a letter to an orphan child. It's a very easy task. One letter, 1 week, they don't expect a lot from you. When you're done with this 1 month of volunteering, you get a certificate. That means you've completed your volunteering. This is the easiest way that one can volunteer. But make sure that your internshala is strong, because they don't accept anyone for volunteering. Alright. The other one, if you are from Delhi, from Bangalore, or from Mumbai, there's this platform called Teach India. It's a very big platform. I'm sure you would have heard about it. If not, I just told you about it. This is not an online thing. It is an offline thing. You have to go and teach a particular set of children, but it is not a very time-consuming task, considering you just have to teach this group of children twice a week. So these are the 2 things that you can do for the teaching side. Otherwise, you can always connect with any animal welfare organization. I myself run an animal welfare organization, and you can volunteer there as well. All you have to do is feed a stray animal, send us pictures for a month continuously, and we'll give you a certificate. It's called Hands to Charity. If you want it, I'll drop the link below. You can join it directly by filling the volunteer form. So in 9th grade, especially in India, you don't choose your field. You don't know if you're going for science, for commerce, for humanities, or any other fields there are. So you don't know exact interest of yourself. That means you can explore all these fields and you can create your extracurriculars based on all these fields. It is a plus point that you get in your freshman year. Now, if you win an award, for example, if you go for an Olympiad, if you win an award, then that award goes to the award section of the Common App. But if you get an experience, then that experience goes to the extracurricular section of the Common App. Let me give you an example. Recently, Model United Nations, I don't know if you've heard about it or not, it's a very common thing now. This IMUN, International Model United Nations, took place in Taiwan. It was very easy for one to sign up. You just had to create your account, sign up for it, pay whatever the money they asked for, and you go there representing some or the other country. Alright? You're the delegate of some or the other country. It is not necessary, well, I'll hope for it, but even if you don't win an award there, you still get an experience in Taiwan. And you can put that experience in your extracurricular section. And that will be one very, integral extracurricular of your common application. So if you win that IMUN, it goes to your award section. If you don't win and you get an experience, it goes to your extracurricular section. Likewise, you can do with a lot of competitions. Now, not just competitions, you can also create your own things. Now, these colleges are very much impressed by leadership skills. So if you show your leadership skills anyhow, for example, if you started a small movement, let's say you're interested in art. Your interest in art, how do you propagate it? Did you create a club at your school and maybe 100 kids were there associated with your club? Did you just contact many schools in your area and connect them all and let's say you conducted one inter-school competition based on that art thing? Did you take it to the poor section of the society, this art thing, because it is not very common there? So they just want to see how you propagate the thing that you are skilled in. So for example, I started a science club at my school because I was interested in astronomy. Since a very long time there were many clubs at our school, but this thing always struck me that there was no science club. So that was one thing that I started, and it shows my leadership skill, at least in my academic side. These colleges are very much impressed by your leadership skills, so you can do it by that, or you sympathize towards a particular section of the society. For example, the condition of the poor in India is something that horrifies you or something that touches you. You want to do something about it, and you just started a tiffin service for them or some kind of cloth distribution for them. It is a leadership skill. Even if you didn't create your own organization, you created a campaign and you went on with it. Alright, so for that, I particularly sympathize towards stray animals. I have a very soft spot for stray animals, especially stray dogs in my heart. So for that, I started Hunt for Charity. Likewise, you can do for whichever society you sympathize in. So in that case, if you do something like that, volunteering is not really necessary. Let's say you have writing skills and you believe in them. In today's day, there are n number of ways for you to publish your write-ups, maybe as a book or maybe as a story. Maybe you're a Wattpad star just by publishing your short stories or your poems through Wattpad for free. Or maybe you're very confident in your writing and you went ahead to publish your book. I myself am an author and I spend 0 rupees or 0 in any currency in the publishing of my book. But in turn, I get money when one buys my book. So it is very easy for you if you are skilled in writing. One very important thing is that if you don't know how to do it, don't put it in your common application just because you're trying to. They want to see what you are skilled in. They don't want to see what you're trying to get skilled in. Alright? So if you have a writing skill, or if you are interested in writing, you just love to write about a moment, then go ahead, publish your book on Wattpad, publish your book on Amazon, publish your book on in any local library that you have. Don't hesitate in doing what you do. Alright, one thing which is very necessary in the college application process is confidence. You have to be confident in yourself, because it is not necessary, considering that this thing is freshly started. It is not necessary that many people in your family are experienced in going abroad for your studies, or anyone knows. So it is very important for you to be confident in yourself and for you to trust the process. Now, starting from the freshman years, these colleges start to offer you summer programs. I myself attended the University of Chicago's Immersion Summer Program. They even gave me a scholarship of $6,000 out of $7,775. So it was quite easy. So then all of these universities not really want money from you to attend these summer programs. They want to give you the experience, a college-like experience, and you also get to learn something that you like. You get to choose your major for that 1 or 2 months you are there. You might have to spend some money while filling out these forms, but it is not necessary. I got a fee waiver for my applications. I did not have to submit any money for my application, and even I got a scholarship. After that, I got a visa, so my visa is valid for 5 years. So most of my things are done just because the summer program I attended in 11th grade. So these are the things that you can start from freshman year, and if you do these summer programs 4 years consecutively in 4 different universities, it tells about your experience. So I'd say just go ahead, choose your particular university, create an application, choose your major, and see if you get in, and if you get a scholarship, if it is affordable, just go for it. Don't hesitate. You get a college-like experience. You know what your life is gonna be like when you go to college. This was all about this video. I discussed nearly, I think, 5 extracurriculars that you can pursue, but most of them were broad, so maybe from one part of the video you can connect 2 extracurriculars and pursue them. One thing, again, I'd say is be confident in yourself, trust the process, and trust yourself. Don't listen to anyone. If you have a field which is not there in India, don't force yourself to just go for BSc honors instead of astronomy, or just go for some other sort of art when you want to pursue visual arts, let's say. Just trust yourself, trust the process. You are gonna make it, I am sure. Until next time, I wave you a goodbye. See you soon. Tell me how this video was in the comment section, and if you have any questions, the comment section is always open.